Hi, my name's Canon and I will be persuading you on why online learning is a great form of education. Most schools are turning toward online learning. Online education is better than past forms of learning. Online learning is used by lots of schools today, whether we're in a pandemic or not. It has been very essential, no matter the situation. This past year, I've been using online learning almost every day. All of my schoolwork was usually typed out and turned in online with ease. Most classwork was submitted through an email or Google Classroom. Online learning has many benefits that will not only help your life, but it will also help other generations to come. It is very important to realize the benefits of online learning because your kids may use online learning almost every day. First, I will state the pros of online learning. I will explain the ease of getting work done and also how it helps during pandemics or quarantining situations. Then I will state some more benefits that are very important to hear, such as ways online learning is good for the environment. Online learning has many benefits. If this type of information was this easy to access before our time, there's no telling where our world would be today. We're extremely lucky to have online learning because many things that are accomplished today through online learning would not be possible without it. Online learning allows work to be accessible at your fingertips. Anything is accessible within the click of a button. Being online allows you to have access to many different programs and resources all within the click of a button. Usually, no matter what type of device you have, you can just open a new tab and find whatever you need to know. All you have to do is type whatever you're looking for in the search bar and have millions of results to scroll through and study. The difference is not comparable when finding information online versus finding information in a library or dictionary like times used to be. I get up in the morning, turn on my computer, and get to work right away as I clicked on Google Classroom and saw what needed to be done that day. I created a new doc, and when I finished my worksheet, I just clicked on Turn In. Turning work in is easier than ever before because you have it all on your device. Being a high school student, I've used several different platforms to submit my work in. A couple of platforms I've used are Google Classroom, Bright Thinker, and of course, Ramport. My fondest experience with turning schoolwork in has been Google Classroom. The teacher posts an assignment that has a link to a docs worksheet, or if you want, you could add a new doc, slide, PowerPoint, etc. The assignment is already in the submission box, so all there is to do when you're finished is click on Turn In. Submitting work is done with ease through many learning websites. Online learning can be done anywhere with the internet without close contact to other individuals. Many of us have had to go through remote learning during 2020 when COVID hit. Everyone has had to stay home and learn remotely without close contact. Online education solved that problem. The great thing about online learning is its great ability to be done at your house without having staff to hand out papers and be in close contact with you. When doing work on pencil and paper by yourself at home, teachers can't answer questions you ask. But with online learning, your teacher can set up a meeting and you can ask her all the questions you want. Online learning is mandatory during pandemics or situations where everyone has to stay at home. We can all connect as closely as physical connection gets without physically meeting each other. According to Jasmine A. from Wilmington University, distance learning is a great way to build network connections in your major and to build your communication and interpersonal skills with other classmates. Online learning is great for many reasons, but one very important reason is how much better it is for the environment over the traditional pen and paper. Online learning is great for maintaining a healthy environment. Online learning cuts down on the students or workers' need to use a vehicle to get to class. Almost everybody uses a vehicle to get around, and vehicles give off emissions that are bad for the environment. Therefore, with online learning, you don't have to use your vehicle, which causes emission levels to decrease. According to J. Elliott Campbell with the University of California, a survey was presented to 500 students enrolled in online courses on 3 college campuses. The results indicate that offering a lower division class of 100 students with an online format leads to reduced CO2 emissions of 5 to 10 tons per semester. The knowledge of such an environmental benefit leads to enhanced student satisfaction with distance learning. Lots of paper is used at schools. In fact, before technological advances, all schoolwork was done on paper. Every human being has used paper at school, and there are lots of trees used to make paper. According to the National Wildlife Foundation, 60% of school waste is paper. 1 ton of paper waste is equal to 16 large trees. The traditional education system notoriously overuses busy work, which is a chronic source of paper waste. Online learning even reduces the energy and resources used to recycle paper. Online learning not only cuts down on paper and emissions, but it also cuts down on natural resources and gas, which tremendously helps our environment. Gasoline is something that almost every student uses to get to school. Schools are spread out across the state to make sure there is proper urban growth. So some students may have to travel a long ways to get to class. According to Dennis Hung, Americans use up to 600 gallons of gas a year. Much of this waste comes from speeding, waiting in traffic, and idling a car in park while texting. Students who travel every day just for a few classes waste gas. There is no need to use a gallon or two of gas just to go to a couple of classes that you could take at home using online education. Online education will cause a lesser need for gas, which is a non-renewable energy, which we only have a limited amount of. Online learning consumes much less energy than public education. According to Dennis Hung, the UK's Open University Design Innovation Group found that online learning consumes up to 90% less energy compared to traditional sources. Overall, online learning is great for the environment and great for you. With its ease of access to how great it is for the environment, it's unbeatable. Online education is better than past forms of learning. Online learning is used by lots of schools today, whether we're in a pandemic or not. I've used online learning almost every day. I have not encountered many problems or obstacles through my online learning experiences. Online learning has many benefits that will help not only your life but also other generations to come. It is very important to realize the benefits of online learning because your kids may use it every day. Online learning is a great form of education for schools. From the ease of access to the great environment impact, online learning is a great form of education that most schools are using today.